Hey everyone, happy John Clarke Day. I received a lot of questions. What is John Clarke Day? Well, normally it is the last Monday of September in which we honor both an American patriot and also a Baptist preacher. John Clarke was born in England in 1609, and he would come to the American colonies in the 1630s as a doctor and a Baptist preacher. He would arrive in Boston, and what he would find there was an environment that was extremely hostile to Baptist principles, as well as the idea of soul liberty, religious freedom. And so he led a group of 17 or 18 families in search of a place where they could honor God and worship according to their conscience and have that religious freedom. Eventually, they would connect with a man by the name of Roger Williams, who would convince them to buy Aquidneck Island in Rhode Island from the Narragansett Indians that were there. And he would establish the town of Newport, Rhode Island. In that town, he would found the first Baptist church in the American colonies in 1638. He would pastor that church faithfully. As a pastor, he would experience religious persecution when he traveled to Massachusetts and attempted to hold a service there in the home of William Whitter. And he and his friend Obadiah Holmes were imprisoned and fined, and Obadiah Holmes himself was beaten for that crime of holding an unauthorized religious service in Lynn, Massachusetts. A couple years later, in 1651, he would travel to England because he saw the need for the colony of Rhode Island to be officially recognized, along with the principles of religious freedom officially recognized by the king. He spent over a dozen years in England trying to get that charter eventually authorized. And in 1663, he was successful in the event that's depicted in this painting in our church foyer. Finally, that charter was granted. And what was so significant about that? Well, for the very first time in the history of mankind, the first time where it was officially recognized, the freedom of religion. It talked about a flourishing and civil state being best maintained by having full liberty in religious concernments. The very first time such a concept was ever enshrined in a political document. That document became the foundation not only for the freedom of religion that was found in the colony of Rhode Island, but it also became the foundation of the religious liberty that we enjoy to this very day. So today, on John Clarke Day, the last Monday in September, we honor a great American Baptist, a great American statesman, and an all-around great American. Happy John Clarke Day.